like the one word that just constantly has come up all year for me is complacency. And it's just becoming comfortable in where I am that I just start to forget. And then, you know, God will send something or something will happen. And then I'm like, oh, I need to, you know, go back to God.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Tell Me More. I'm Jem and this is Lo. We are filming our last episode for 2025.
Crazy.
Can you believe it?
We finally made it.
We have, and I did ask Larissa if we wanted to match or like wear Christmas t-shirts.
And I
it
said
is December.
no.
And she said no. I am not shocked by that response though. I wasn't expecting
I
you
just
to
feel
say
like
yes.
number one, I just don't have any Christmas shirts.
I was like,
I wear the
thinking a
same
sweater.
Christmas shirt every year
Yeah.
to our Christmas dinner. So I was just like, no, I can't
Fair
wear
enough.
that.
And then she walked in, was wearing a top that I had on, so I wish I kept it on. We would have been completely
But
matching.
we half
Yeah.
matched. We both got that surrendered apparel on
Yeah,
tonight,
shout
which is
out
cool.
to Surrendered.
Shout out.
Yeah. So 2025, I can't believe it's over, firstly.
I feel like it's been the longest and the shortest year ever.
Yes. But yeah, we say that every year. It just flies
true.
by so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
And second year of the podcast, final episode, we wanted to kind of, I don't know, have a little chat. I feel like we haven't spoken in ages.
We say this every time we come to record an episode. We feel like we haven't spoken in ages.
Or like on the potty, but also like, I don't know, I feel like I haven't
Yeah.
sat down with you and spoken in a while.
I reckon that's true.
Isn't that true?
We'll just let everyone else hear it.
Yeah, why not? We haven't sat down and spoken, so
True.
here it is. Yeah, what do you want to chat about today? We did put a poll up on Instagram to ask you guys what you suggest we talk about, and why don't you go ahead?
I replied as a joke to Jemma about something we don't want to talk about. And then we got one other suggestion which we also don't want to talk about. But we will come back to it.
We'll
if
definitely
you
come
put
back
something
to
on the poll, we will get to it eventually, but
Come
just
back to
not
it.
tonight.
When I saw Larissa put a suggestion in the box, it's like I was so excited someone had actually suggested something, but it was just her being silly. So
Yeah. I think if we're on the topic, we're going to be talking about sort of what this past year was like, highs and lows, and then also just hopes for next year. And just to kick it off, I think maybe next year we try to be better on our social media game. Maybe that would be a good goal to have.
yes, yep. I'm
Surely
sorry.
not
we've said
though.
that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, no. I know you don't love being active on social media, so I
Yeah.
get that. And I feel like I enjoy it a bit more than what you would do. I'm just I'm lazy and busy.
I'm
but
lazy too, so
yeah,
I don't in myself feel like the type that needs to just put things out there all the time.
yeah. Well,
That
so
makes
am I.
sense.
Like looking at both of our on my Instagram, I haven't posted in like a whole year since
Yeah.
our Japan trip. I don't know. I just don't. I also weird. I don't know. I get like anxiety putting up
Yes.
stuff on social media. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
But yes, we're going to be better.
I think
at it.
maybe we've just picked two of the most useless social media people and decided let's do something that requires social media.
Yeah, a bit more planning.
Go figure how that works.
Yeah. Well, that's our goal for next year.
Goal for 2026.
Yeah. 2026. Another goal. You started Pilates.
I did.
Are you going to continue that into the new year?
Maybe. No, I want to. I just like spat. Anyway.
That's all right.
No, I want to. I feel like I need to. Every year I say I'm going to run a 5K.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. I reckon
It's not happening.
it won't happen, but maybe if I can get myself into Pilates, that's my one step to like.
When you said
Getting
you
into
had
the
joined
exercise
Pilates, I was
world.
like, oh yeah, I see it. You're a Pilates girl. Like you
I
just.
feel
give
like it's
that
my
vibe.
fit, to be honest.
Mm.
I've tried some other things. They did not work for me. I feel like this might be good. This and tennis, obviously. I
And tennis.
love
Yeah.
tennis.
Are you frequent though playing tennis?
Nah, no.
Yeah.
Because you need a partner for
You should
tennis.
like do. Actually, you don't need training lessons. You're pretty good. You're pretty good at it. I need training lessons. Tennis is so hard. I have
Yeah.
no hand-eye coordination.
Nah, I do.
Yeah, you do. In terms of fitness, for me,
Yeah, go.
I started being a bit more intentional with my health and fitness this year towards the end of the year. So I want to carry that into 2026 as well.
Yeah, good.
So that's also on my list.
It also just teaches you discipline in every
Yes.
other area of your life too.
Yes.
So you got to be disciplined in one thing to be disciplined in everything else, I think.
Yep.
And that goes for your walk with God, obviously, as well.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of walk with God,
Yeah.
I was just trying to think about, like what God's been teaching me this year as we sit down and film this. And I focused a lot of my devotions in the Old Testament this year.
Yeah,
actually,
same.
all of it was in the Old Testament. And there are a couple of like standouts and characters that I just love and look back and remember. And one of them I think of is David. And we did mention this, I think, a few episodes ago, but like in his affliction, he, would complain and talk about it, but in the end, he gave praise to God. And that's one thing that God's been teaching me is, although maybe this year hasn't been the year that you want it to be or what you expected it to be, there's always a reason and there's always room for you to give praise to God.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that God has been teaching me recently, because it wasn't just David, like Job, he was afflicted and he was content to allow God to do his perfect will in his timing.
Yeah.
And who else? I wrote down Leah, who married Jacob, and how he preferred her sister over her, and how she, was a bit disheartened about it. And then when it came to her fourth child, I was reading about the story and what the meaning of her sons meant. She named Judah, her fourth child, meaning to give praise to God. Whereas her first three children, she named them in light of her circumstance. But when she came and she realized and shifted her perspective on what God was doing in her life, she knew that, yes, this is all happening, but I'm going to give praise to God in it all and allow him to, have his perfect will in my life. So that's a couple of things that God has been teaching me and it's been on my mind.
That's so good. I as well have been in the Old Testament for most of the year, if not all of, I don't know, most of the year I've been in the Old Testament. And sort of my highlight, the thing that stood out for me the most, is just honestly the story of the people of Israel and how God just constantly forgave and redeemed them. Like, there's just there's so many times over and over. It's like, and God, forgave them of their sins, and then they walked with the Lord, and then a few years pass, and then they've forgotten the Lord's goodness, and they've gone back to like idolatry and serving other gods. And God then sends someone, he redeems them, and then they start praising God, and then they forget God, and then it's like this never-ending cycle, the Israelites and God just loving and redeeming them. And I honestly just feel like that for my life. Like if I had, I thought about a word, like the one word that just constantly has come up all year for me is complacency. And it's just becoming comfortable in where I am, that I just start to forget. And then, God will send something or something will happen. And then I'm like, oh, I need to, go back to God. But I think of the people of Israel and I think of my life, and I'm sure that everyone can sort of, align themselves with that as well and say, well, yeah, that's me as well. Where, we go through these points in our lives where we're really close to God, and then, we'll get comfortable, something will happen, and then we spend a little bit of time apart from God. But then God's always faithful, and God's always, he's a loving God, and he always just brings us back and he forgives us. And so I think like while I can be so complacent, God is just so constant and like never changing. Yeah. And then if I was God and I treated, and people treated me the way that I treat God, because I would I'd forget them in a minute, I'd be like, oh, forget these people, like they're not worth my time or the effort. But thank God that God doesn't think that way of us, because he just wants us to come back to him, and he's always there with open arms, which is just the biggest, I think, overall theme of my year, of what I've been learning.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. There's so much to learn from the children of Israel. Yeah. So often we judge them, but that's really...
I used to always judge them, but now I read it and I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
fair
like
enough.
how dumb are you to keep like forgetting like what
Yeah.
God has just done?
Yeah.
And
But
then
like
it's
I
just-
do that. So now I read it and I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
all right,
it just
here we
makes
go
sense.
again. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And then for me, I know that I said I've been reading the Old Testament this whole year, but one verse that I feel like has been on my mind all year comes from the New Testament, and it's Matthew 6:33, and it's where God says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." That verse has just been like replaying in my mind anytime something happens, anytime I'm worried or stressed about the future or like what's going to happen. That verse just comes to my mind instantly. So I feel like that's been the verse for the year for me.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, every few months or few weeks, we have to change our password at work. It just like forces you to. And I'm like, I've used every password. I can't think of another password with like so many characters. And I was like, oh, I just Matthew 6:33 with an exclamation mark.
That's so good.
as my password. So every time I unlock my computer, it's
It's
like
a reminder.
yeah.
That's such a good
it's not
idea.
my password anymore, so you can't actually hack into
it. I'm gonna log into your work computer.
Yeah, just love that verse.
Yeah, that's so good. My verse of the year, now that we're on the topic, I think was on, it goes with the complacency thing I was talking about before, but it's 1 Corinthians 10:12-14, where it says, therefore, anyone who thinks that he stands, take heed lest he fall. And no temptation is overtaking you that is not common to man, but God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond what you're able to what is it? Beyond what you're able to bear. But with the temptation, He will also provide a way of escape that you may be able to endure it, which is just the greatest verse, I think, passage for me that I've just been reflecting constantly on this year.
Yeah, that's a great verse. Yeah, that's one I reflected on a few years back. It's a good reminder. And help, like, when you're in that moment of temptation.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Now, I was also thinking back on maybe some highs in, like, life, in ministry. Does anything specific come to your mind in that area? Do you feel like there's areas of growth in those areas or any other areas?
Yeah, I think obviously the big ones stand out for me. Like you've got TNS, camps, retreats.
Yeah.
Just any time that you're sort of able to separate yourself from normal life and get under the Word of God is just, I just love any opportunity that comes sort of that way. But then also just being, alone in my room reading my Bible this year has been a highlight for me. Like it's just, I don't know, unlocked a new level of intimacy with God, I think, that I had really taken for granted before. I feel like it was always just something that I would do just to do. Whereas when you start, doing it out of love and devotion to God, and then when God just sort of unlocks
He just
a
opens
new,
your eyes in
like
a
a
way.
new vision of what the Bible is saying, that is just a high, and it's a highlight for sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's so good. For me, yeah, like all the events that took place this year were pretty cool. For me, it was more specifically how, I don't know, I feel like God has grown me, or I don't know what word to use, used me or made me more available in ministry. I've really enjoyed serving this year. I don't know why this year felt different, but yeah, I feel like serving God in ministry, and specifically the youth ministry, has been really like enjoyable this year. Yeah, I don't know why.
Love that.
Yeah.
What else?
Any other highs? I was trying to think of like blessings as well when we spoke about this. And I think it's completely fine to not have like a major breakthrough blessing each and every year. We're obviously grateful for our health and for the things that God supplies to us on a daily basis. But I'm grateful for my job, for, for everything that God has allowed this year.
Yeah. Having like gratitude in your life also just gives you a new perspective, and it helps take sort of your view off yourself and put it back onto God. So, and it's even like, I find it so easy to forget to be grateful just for the little things every day.
Yeah.
You know, like especially when I'm praying, I sort of you go straight into, Lord, you know, help me with this, and this, and you know, this person, pray for them, pray for that person. But taking a moment to just thank God for little things, like, Lord, thank you for protection, thank you for this house, thank you for safety you've given me today while I was driving or while I was at work. Just little things can help you just focus on all of the things that God is doing for you that you don't even realize he's doing. And then you don't take for granted what God gives you in the day and think, oh, God's not with me, you know. It actually shifts your focus to say, well, no, you know, God has given me food to eat, and God's, you know, kept my family safe, and God's helped me while I was at work. He's helped me while I was at church. He's helped me, you know, in every single thing that we do. But gratitude is such a major part of life that I think I've taken for granted, and I think so many people do as well.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone gets by life or day by day without being grateful. I think that can really, like, firstly affect your attitude, and secondly 100%. Like, just give you a bad day every day if you're not grateful. You see the difference in people who are just always complaining and never happy.
100%.
Right? It's because you're not focusing on what's actually good.
Yeah.
Big perspective change. We went on a couple of trips this year, I think. No.
Did we?
A few weekends away. Yeah, we went away for Joel's birthday.
Yeah, we did.
Where else did we go away to? Maybe that was it. I don't know why I feel like we've done more than that.
I feel like that was it.
That was it? Okay. I must be thinking of like retreat and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I love going away with friends.
Yeah.
Such a good opportunity.
In the summer. Opportunity, yes.
What did you think I just said? In the summer?
No, I was thinking, you know, going away in the summer is really fun.
Obviously summer's better than winter.
But yes, opportunity. You love.
I was talking about opportunity.
Yes, let's circle back because you love opportunity.
I love opportunity. I don't think anyone else does.
I do. I appreciate opportunity.
Yeah.
And I see you scouting for opportunity too.
Opportunity to have deep and meaningful conversations with your friends is elite.
Yes.
And it's so...
And tell me, is it easy?
No, it's the hardest thing ever. Because I honestly feel like anytime I bring something up, people are like, oh, here we go again. But no, this is so good. We need to have conversations that actually help you grow and help your brain think about things. Rather than, I don't know, I just feel like we spend so much of our lives just talking about nothing. Yeah,
that's true.
Which bothers me a little bit.
Yeah. That's why the other day I was like, yeah, I should do a Bible study. He's hanging out. And he's all laughed. Not laughed at me, but fair enough. That's one thing you're going to bring back next year.
Yeah, bring it back. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Opportunities, having those like one-liners or those questions just at the forefront of your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another
goal. Like that app I downloaded.
Yeah, you did download an app.
It was a great app.
Did you use
it? I didn't pay for the subscription though. That was the problem. So I used like the 6 free questions up and then I haven't used it.
Was it only 6?
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that
trash.
so silly?
Yeah. You have to pay. Oh, just ask Chat.
Yeah,
Chat's
honestly, you're right. Chat's free.
You.
What a Chat GPT.
Yeah, we do love him. We were also texting or writing letters about this and opportunities. Like we went away.
Yes.
There wasn't many opportunities. I don't think, at least for me. But
no.
Just like being intentional and looking for them is the first step.
Yeah.
I think. And then next year, 2026, add that to your list. More
add it to the list.
Intentional conversations.
Back on writing letters. Let's go through that because I really enjoyed that.
I'm still waiting for a response.
To be fair, we didn't actually send each other letters. We sent each other emails, but they were long emails. The only problem is that you only sent them to me when I was on night shift. So
yeah,
I feel like my brain
I can't just like email myself back.
My brain doesn't function properly when I'm on night shift. But
the idea behind this was, well, at least for me, was we text each other like something happens throughout the day, I might text you.
Yeah.
But it's like when we come to see each other face to face, there's nothing to talk about because I've told you everything.
Yeah.
Like that's happened in my week or whatever.
Yeah.
So I find, and also you're bored on night shift. So
I
you were
was,
like,
yeah.
this will give me something to do. So we did it. Was it
Yeah.
fun?
It was good.
Okay.
I feel like for me, what it was an opportunity to say things that I might struggle to say in real life or over, because like I feel like text messages are so like not serious.
It's super casual.
Yeah. But the email was just like next level. Like I could write
This is so weird.
I could write things that I was like, that I would not send you in a text, or things that like maybe we just haven't had time to sit down together and talk about.
And also knowing me, I'd probably just like cry my eyes out.
Yes,
So it's
and
not
it
like
was-
we could talk about it anyway.
Exactly. So it was just a really good opportunity to just say things and just like, I don't know. Do you think so?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. Let's
also
keep
feel
that
the
up
same.
too.
Yeah.
Maybe you get an email from one of us. we'll branch out.
Check your spam if you
Check your emails.
That's actually really funny because
good.
I think this is how it started. When you were off social media, you'd go on your
Yes.
phone and you have a habit of clearing your emails.
I love clearing my emails.
So we're like, why don't you actually go in and actually have an email to
Have
read?
an email to read, 'cause
Instead
I
of
don't read
deleting
any
them.
emails. I just delete all the spam. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's how it started. Yeah, love that.
Social media.
Oh, back. Here we go.
I'm gone again.
Larissa's favorite
Mark
topic:
my
social media
words.
and 5K.
I mark my words.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we took every time I talk about social media on the podcast and made it one episode, it would go viral. But anyway,
It also lasts for 3
it would.
hours.
It's just such a big obstacle for me. I really struggle with it.
Yeah, and you're not the only one though. I don't think anyone admits it. We did put a poll up about how many hours you spend on social media. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Should I bring that up?
Nah. Is
Why?
it going to still be there?
It should be. Oh, don't worry about it. But majority of people,
It's
some
crazy
people-
numbers either way.
Either way,
it's
yeah, it
crazy
was crazy.
numbers. Yeah.
but there was a lot that said 1 to 2 hours. I was like, bro, you're lying. There's no
Had
way.
to be lying.
I think that was a lie.
Had to be.
But a lot of people were in that like 5 hour range
Yeah.
a day. On
So
average.
my goal for next year, I don't think a year fast of social media would be like
Wow, is that what
a
you're
goal,
thinking?
but I don't think I'll do it. I'm still thinking about it. I don't think I'll do it. If anything, it'll be like I can go on once a week.
Okay. And just
For
catch up.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's more like reachable. What's the word I'm looking for?
Attainable.
Attainable? Yeah, that
Same
works
thing.
too. Yeah. I'll let you guys know what I decide on.
It's like a SMART goal. Is that what
Yeah.
the acronym is? Anyway, don't ask me what the
Crazy.
acronym is. I just
Smart
said-
goals just took me like
Back to high school.
back to high school, uni.
That's a good one. That's extreme. But if you need extreme,
I just think, yeah.
then go for it. Yeah. I don't have any extreme goals like that.
Oh, another goal for next year. I'm gonna start a book club.
Oh, here we
Book
go.
club's starting.
Yes,
I've semi-started it already,
you have.
where I just send suggestions out. But this time it's going to be serious.
Yep.
For serious members only.
Uh-huh.
If you're going to read it or not.
Right. Yeah, I think, you have started.
Did you read? No, you haven't read it
No,
yet.
actually, I had set a goal for myself this week on Sunday night, since you guys were roasting me that I'm only on chapter 2. I said I'm going to finish that book by the end of this week.
Yeah, good.
I haven't picked it up yet this week. But I've been
That
busy.
book took me 1 hour to read
Yes, but
with like highlight and notations.
notations in the book?
Yeah.
Is there room for that?
Just on the side, like little thoughts, not like detailed notations.
I've highlighted the first.
So the fact that you haven't finished it and you've had it for
What am I doing tomorrow?
weeks is crazy.
I'm going to finish it tomorrow.
You can finish it tonight though if you give yourself half an hour.
Half an hour. I'm a
reckon.
slow reader though.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't read fast.
Either way, you need to finish it because it's very good.
Yeah, I will finish it. Yeah, you have been trying to get people on board with that. I reckon it'll do well. There's quite a few readers
Yeah,
in our
book club.
church. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just not a
I feel like I'm digging myself a little bit of a hole.
Yeah,
full
you've,
of these
you've
goals.
started a lot of goals.
People are going to be like, how are you going with that? I'm like, what are you talking about?
This is why people don't start New Year's resolutions anymore.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any major
I don't think
ones.
I've ever finished a New Year's resolution. Have you?
I don't believe that I've set,
Oh.
or like, no, I haven't actually set any New Year's resolutions. Yeah. Would you say your year has gone how you expected it to go? I don't know. Some people like set expectations for the year ahead and like what they want to achieve or what they want to, you know, kind of see their life going in a certain direction.
I don't know, I think I've said this before. I'm really bad at like seeing my life go certain ways. Like I don't see future Larissa clearly. / I don't see her at all. I kind of just go day by day.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I mean by that
yeah,
though? Like I
get it.
really struggle to say, like, some people are like, well, in 5 years I'm gonna be this. Like I cannot imagine my life in 5 years. I can't imagine my life in 1 year. Like what am I gonna be doing? Who knows? Probably the same thing I'm doing now. But anyway. So like yes and no. I think the year has gone how I expected it to go. And then also maybe I've wanted to do a few more things that I didn't achieve this year.
Like that 5K.
Like the 5K, which I have been talking about for too long.
Yeah, too long. But yeah, I would agree with that as well. I think my year went pretty much how I expected it to go. Yeah. Nothing too surprising or shocking. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's good though. You don't want. Yeah, I don't know. Some people
So
really.
have so much to be thankful to God for, like our church, family, friends. We've got good friends.
Yeah.
Just, you know, opportunities that we've had, and even just like fun. Like I don't think any of us have had like a real down in the dumps year. Like I've had a pretty good time. Can't complain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never good to complain. Like we said, we've got to be grateful.
Exactly.
Next year I'm excited for any holidays that we might be having. Might be going away, possibly. I'm excited for ministry again, fresh year, fresh bunch, group of people. I'm excited for, I don't know, to see where God takes us.
Yeah.
Like I said, like you said, I don't know what's in store for me next year, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than the 7 goals that I've just set for myself,
Yeah.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, so am I. Well, we should just...
Let us know what you'd like to see next year, if there's anything different.
Yes.
Do you want to see more of this podcast, or do you not want to see it anymore?
Yeah, let us know.
Honestly.
I mean, we do enjoy having chats, but I don't... Yeah, anyway. Off of that topic.
Anyway. Keep it moving.
All that to say, we just want to thank you guys for a great year, 2025. We're excited for 26 and to see what God has in store for the podcast, to see what God has in store for your own personal lives. We've been encouraged, you know, by hearing people's testimonies or, you know, what they've got out of an episode that they may have watched. That's been a real blessing to us.
Yeah.
And if you feel like your year hasn't gone how you expected it to be, just keep trusting and leaning on the Lord in the new year. And I guess we'll see you guys then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
See you guys.
Thank
See you next year. Bye.